That wasn't really our vision, but obviously we didn't convey that well enough because he's like, vampire, that's not even your brand. I highly recommend you do not put vampires in your music video. Hey y'all, welcome to California. My name's Portia.
Hey, I'm Charles. What's going on, y'all?
And together we are Saint Oshun. So what are we gonna talk about today?
Well, a really popular question that a lot of people have asked us is about our latest music video, All Night. The question was asked, where did these vampire ideas come from?
Did you wanna feel if we ignite? We ain't talking now, it's we just ride all night.
Everything starts in an Uber ride. I drove, Portia and I drove a lot.
Last summer was rough. Like, we drove the wheels off of them Teslas for Uber last summer. Summer 2023.
Rest in peace.
Right. But it was really helpful for our career as well because we met a lot of connections.
There was a bunch of ways I spent my time while I was driving Uber, because if you've ever driven before, sometimes people like to talk and sometimes people do not. And sometimes they can be 45-minute rides of absolute silence. One of the things I like to do is start to come up with video ideas and video concepts. So I just listened to the song again, the demo. We hadn't recorded our version yet. And I was like, this is a great song. And what everybody's going to expect is a really nice, flashy music video for a really cool kind of R&B pop song.
I control it when I ride. It's flowing all night. Did you wanna see me up all night? Did you wanna feel if we ignite? We ain't talking now, it's we just ride all night.
And so I said, what could we do that would just be kind of outside the box, like people wouldn't necessarily see it coming? And I was like, don't you want to keep me up all night? I used to watch a lot of horror movies that would keep me up all night.
We will be leaving tomorrow evening.
Completely unrelated to the subject matter, what the song is. But that's what popped in my head. And I was like, it would be really funny if Portia was a vampire. And there becomes this double meaning of don't you want to keep me up all night? And nobody would ever see that coming.
Did you wanna keep me up all night? You've been feeling naughty, come inside. Get up on my body, I won't hide all night.
So that's kind of where the idea first popped into my head. And then from there, I started exploring my childhood, really. Like, if you watch the end of it, it's not super scary. It's not meant to like keep you up, no pun intended, all night. But I borrowed little Scooby-Doo sorts of gimmicks at the very end to kind of keep it lighthearted and funny, instead of being like super serious.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't all that.
Because I wasn't trying to make it like, okay, and now we're going to go into the super dark place and we see all kind of blood and guts and stuff like that. But Portia, do you want to talk about the discussion we had with the marketing about this idea at first?
Oh my God, that was...
Don't name names.
It was interesting. It was a little emotional. We just happened to be talking about branding a lot that week. Charles mentioned what the next music video was going to be about, because now we're also planning in the marketing meetings the drop of the next song, which was All Night. And Charles was explaining, since he was the creative director, what it was going to be about. And when he said vampire,
Hey, tonight I'm going to suck your blood.
he's like, vampire? That has nothing to do with your brand. I mean, bruh went clean off. Then let's fast forward. Before the release, we had to send it to the same guy just so he could pre-roll it through YouTube, because it was going to become an ad through the marketing plan. I want to say maybe the next call we had with him, he said, you know what?
He said, I feel some type of way now, but the opposite. Like, that was funny. What you guys did with the vampire thing was funny.
He was thinking, I think when you say vampire, you automatically think dark, which we are not. And we agree with him, but he was thinking dark and like blood, like we're with the band Kiss.
I think he was thinking like we were doing the Doja Cat thing, like
Doja Cat thing. Doja did, the demon thing, like she dressed up as a demon.
Hey, yeah, hey, how my demons look.
Because she wanted to play with y'all's minds because y'all keep trying to come after my girl. That wasn't really our vision, but obviously we didn't convey that well enough because he's like, vampire, that's not even your brand. I highly recommend you do not put vampires in your music video.
No, 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 no.
But there's more than one way to do things, right? Like, there's like a gazillion ways you can present a vampire. You could do the middle of the road, which was Doja Cat, because Doja Cat didn't get nasty. Or you could take it to the other extreme. There's so many different ways on the spectrum you could go. So basically, we took the Scooby-Dooby-Doo route.
That's where that idea came from. You can thank my childhood upbringing of watching Saturday morning cartoons. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so I had a lot of time to just imagine and play around in fields and like forests, and so I was always kind of using my imagination. I think that has a lot to do with where all these different ideas come from. So I think that really answers the question, don't you, Portia?
Why don't y'all tell us, what would you like for us to talk about next? The meaning behind the song lyrics? What we think about the music industry?
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Just comment below. So if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notifications when we release new music or new content.
Getting to know Saint Oshun. I don't know. I just came up with that. That sounds boring. I don't know if this is going to get edited out, but we're just trying something new here. And we haven't really come up with a cool title, theme, tagline. But I was like, getting to know Saint Oshun. But that's boring, right? Okay. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, you can comment that too. If you have a good name for what these segments should be, comment that too. All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye. If you'd like to check out the music videos that we mentioned in this video, you can find the links to those in the description below. Comment below if you want to see more content like this. And we'll see you guys in the next video.